Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, a quick reminder about joining my mailing list, following me on Instagram, checking out my books, and if you want to contribute to my channel, you have the links down below, as well to the Patreon and PayPal account. But today, I think number 12 or 13th, maybe 13th, that would be interesting because it's 13th today. I am joined by, truly I can call Elena my friend, a dear friend. And so happy to see her. And before I allow her to speak, I just want to congratulate her through all different energies she went through, all different interactions she had to persevere and to reach 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I've been witnessing her journey, and it wasn't always easy. And I know that this is really the beginning, but this is very symbolic, and I'm so happy and congratulate you for reaching this point, Elena.
Thank you, Anya. Well, wow, thank you so much. I just keep on moving onward and upwards, and one direction. And thank you very much. Thank you,
so
my friend.
I will say that I always feel at home when I'm talking to you, and I feel always very relaxed that I can ask you any questions. And today I have questions that are from a little bit two different groups, categories. And I would like to know your thoughts, and maybe you hear something from Torhan. Who knows? You never know, right?
Never know.
Never know. But I would like to start with giving the audience and you as well some context about my question, because those details I will mention now are important to ask this question. And that is that in less than 2 weeks in Switzerland, in Geneva, a vote will take place at the Assembly of WHO, which is World Health Organization. That assembly is a governing body of WHO. This authority that will be given will impact 99.4% of people of the world, since there is 193 nations that belong to the UN. The Biden administration is bringing a proposal that all nations of the earth will give away their sovereignty over the national healthcare decision. With that, WHO will have an authority of any decision without people's permission, just like the one in Asia where 26 million people are currently under extreme lockdown. So WHO could impose it in the USA and anywhere else in the world. So my first question to you, Elena, is where is this taking us, and how the Galactic Federation, is there any help coming, or what is the outcome of this?
Well, all of this seems really scary. What I would say is that, it's headless beast. So they're trying everything they can at the last moment to push their agendas, But, the future is amazing. So at the end, this won't work. This won't work. And humanity is standing up for their sovereignty. So I think we must just keep, resisting and stand in our rights and not give up to these fear agendas. And well, regarding to the Galactic help, they've been helping us since the late 1940s, So they're here. They've been here all along. So they're helping.
Yes, but now if someone asks you, for example, looking at Shanghai, And those people who, the number of people who agreed, who comply with that pressure is enormous. And they are not standing up. And I would like to, and I do believe, and I agree with you that the future is great. It's just, I wonder how we will get there, looking at how easy people are complying to what's taking place.
You don't need all of humanity, to be in this uplifting, positive movement. You just need a number of them who remember who they are and what they need to stand for. Others who have chosen to not go forward, well, it's their choice, it's their choice. And this one, they will go and come back in a new body, if they wish to, if they choose to, in a new world. It's a bad moment for humanity. It's difficult. That's the tough part that we need to cross. That's the tough part. It gets better. So everyone needs to stand up and keep on resisting until all of this is behind.
So when we look at that, it's like their souls have chosen to show us that experience for us to see.
Yes.
So they are in a way doing this for the rest to see the extreme conditions and what they are experiencing.
Yes, when we come here, there's always a life mission. But then, as I say, shit always happens, like abductions, for instance, or things like that. We do not choose everything. That, there's always the interference of the dark that comes in the way. Yeah, it's a bad moment. It's tough. Breaking out chains from millennia of slavery. It's not done like this. It's not a party of pleasure. It's tough. It's suffering. It's pain. It's casualties. It's a war. But at the end, we win. So we need to keep on fighting.
When you say this, my audience is always like, oh, I love Elena. She always brings this message. And it's true, you're always constant with that higher mission and this message to really look at the end where we are heading, that we are going to win in spite of how it looks on the surface right now, which is easy to forget, or I would say maybe not even forget, but have moments of questioning how we will get there as things are happening. And we cannot ignore it, because if it doesn't find us from here, it finds us from there. And what I would like to ask you, Elena, is this. Now, this situation in Ukraine that pretty much is coming to an end, they are creating other situations in Australia with Salmon Islands and Taiwan. They are changing, the focus on different topics. I would like to ask you, this whole concept of this military organization like NATO, for example, that is a relic of old times, and it's just a matter of time when it ends.
Yes.
Can you tell us if you know, or you heard, or how you see this coming to an end when there is more countries joining now, out of manipulation and desperation?
I do not know really about what's happening on Earth politics. I just know that what's happening in Ukraine is an act from the Earth Alliance and the good people to kick out the deep state assets there. So then I know NATO is not a clean organization, and this will touch an end, I suppose, as well, because everything that is working with the regressive organizations is collapsing. So I think NATO will touch an end eventually.
You've mentioned those arcs in Ukraine when we spoken some time ago, and I would like to know if there are any other places that will on Earth, right, that will require similar intervention, like that one in Ukraine, or other laboratories that you think that might still take place in other countries?
I do not know, and I do not know all the locations of the arcs for safety reason. But I haven't heard of other countries where there's an arc in the hands of the cabal that needs to be liberated. Well, you know, there are governments behind the government, organizations very high in the level of the pyramid, who want to control everything and have the hand on all these technologies. They're fighting for that. Even if they get to have their hands on it, they cannot switch it on. They cannot use it, you know. And now that all these arcs have activated, it is passing in the right hands, because it's time, you know. We're ready. We're ready to soon access this knowledge that has been kept away from us. Different sort of knowledge. So the knowledge of the arcs, and also the knowledge that's been hidden from us. No, to answer your question, I do not know. I'm not aware of other countries on this planet in the same situation. Maybe there is, but I'm not aware of.
And you know, in one of your latest videos, a few videos ago, you said about the circus that is packing up and leaving. And how would you say to someone who wants to really feel it or see it, that this is the case? Because on the surface, it looks like the dark side is still like playing this game, and many people wonder how long this game will go on. So can you tell me your thoughts on this?
I would tell them, be yourself and see. You will see what's coming. That's what I will say.
And I have another very interesting topic that I was wondering if this is true or not. And I'm going to attach this video down below our conversation, unless you say that this is a piece of crap. because I really don't know, but somehow universe suggested for me to watch this video on YouTube. So I click on it and I was watching, and I actually wrote this down, not to jinx the context. Apparently, our entire solar system, including, and I will ask you about this because I don't know what it is, including faraway Oort cloud, is immersed in a giant bubble. Its diameter is 1,000 light years, and our sun is in the center of this bubble. So are we really living in a huge bubble?
There's a frequency shield around our star system, and that is double. It's a frequency shield, and it's embedded with, it's in the same time, with plasma. That's protecting us like a star biosphere. Yes, it's protecting us from harmful intergalactic rays and things like this. It's I know of such a bubble, yes.
So this is true. I came across this. Amazing. Okay, so Elena, when you're traveling, right? When you meet Torhan and others, where are they? Outside of this bubble?
No, they are on the ship. There's a mothership upstairs. Well, on orbit of Earth. I go upstairs, it's easier. On far orbit of Earth, there's a mothership, a big ship, and most of the time they're here. So I'm beamed up here. Sometimes I'm taken on a scout ship and brought there. That's
And
where
can you,
I'm.
do you go further than that ever?
Oh, I have been further than that. Yes, yes.
How far?
Until recently, I hadn't been behind the limits of our star system, but a few months ago, I went out of our star system, and that's something I will describe in my upcoming book. I went to visit Anak's homeworld, so that's a surprise.
So that Oort, it's actually spelled OORT cloud towards. Did you hear about it? What is this? Because they mentioned that there was actually a picture when people watched the video. So it's our solar system, the sun is in the center, and then you have this far cloud, Oort cloud. Do you know what it is? What is this?
Yes, the Oort cloud is an it's like a, if you want, a big large ring. We don't know exactly, well, I know it's a ring, but some say it's a sphere. It's frozen bits and pieces of material that haven't been formed into planets. There's a lot of water in it and ice.
Is it like leftovers in a way?
We could see it like this. We could see it like this, yes.
Okay, so let's say from some explosions or
from the time the solar system was formed, it was there. So I don't know exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so now I would like to ask you about something that you're very familiar with, because there are certain places on Earth, like Egypt, for example, where there is a certain frequency and energy, and there is a certain level of activation of this. Can I ask you, do you see that in a very, very near future, and I'm talking like few years literally ahead, we are going to hear or see or experience certain way of activation in certain places, like light, like energy?
Light, I don't know. I don't know what it would be, light activation. I don't know what it would be about.
Like
Photons?
you literally see the stream of light coming out of certain spots, you know, like a stream of light.
No, that's weird. That's weird. I think about Egypt, there will be a lot of archaeological ancient sites that will give out their secrets, long hidden knowledge that will come out from most of them under these sites. And that is what is coming with Egypt. More surprise, more discoveries that are coming, I believe.
So those were the hidden powers, right? Those were the powers that were hidden away from us.
Yes, the holes of records, space arcs, things like this. Yeah.
Okay, so I will say this to you, it's just public now, but I'm going in a few weeks from now for the first time to Rome.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I am very hesitant. However, I feel like for the audience and for me to, because I will approach it with a different understanding now, to go to Vatican. I really don't want to, but I feel that there is something for me to see and maybe to record and to show. Now, those things that were hidden, right? There is a massive number of not only literature, but objects and other things, Elena, in Vatican.
Yeah.
How do you see this going forward, this whole region there that is loaded with that, with this powerful energy and then this demonic low frequency energy?
Yeah, the library of the Vatican holds, I believe, all the records from Alexandria library, and also a lot of extraterrestrial knowledge that is stored there. It's very, the knowledge that could use humanity, help humanity, is just kept there and hidden. And there's a lot of ancient records on the true history of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And to gain this knowledge back, the Vatican needs to fall. Yeah.
How is this falling? Do you see it coming soon?
I think it will be progressive because, you know, people need to see who they really are. People need to realize that they were fooled by this power structure, you know, for 2000 years, you know. So I don't know when this will happen. It will happen. It will
in
happen.
our lifetime. In our lifetime, you think we're gonna see it?
Maybe it's doable. It's possible. I think it's possible. Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to talk about someone who I have very mixed feelings about. I somehow still don't trust, and that is Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, there's a lot of propaganda against him because Elon Musk is fighting the dark state, you know, and he's been working on developing technologies to help humanity move forward. And there's been such a propaganda to make him look like a demon, you know. But he's really working on the good side, and he's really taking humanity to the step further in the future. And he is a bridge. He is a bridge, and he's going to play more and more important role in our future.
So this Neuralink project that he is involved in, how would you explain this? Because as it is, it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, but it's because the deep state doesn't want all this technology, you know, because it won't be under their control. Neuralink is something that is going to help people like disabled people, like people who have motricity problems, people who need medical help and support. This is going to help these people to walk, run, move, dance, you know, that's one application. Then it will be really adapted to those who decide to try to improve their life. And you know, technology is a tool. Technology is an amazing tool. Now, who uses it? That's another story. You know, with a hammer, you can build a house or you can kill someone. Technology is just a tool. And in the future, technology plays a great part because it will stop hunger in the world. It will give free energy. It will make our lives better and go further, to step further. And Elon Musk is one of these people who are bridges, and the deep state try to really take them down in any way they can.
Is there anyone that you can say the name? Because I know that you cannot say many names, but is there anyone that is doing this kind of work like he does, or is in this good group, let's say?
There is a lot of people, I don't know their names, but since the 1950s, there is a program of technology development using also extraterrestrial technology. There's a lot of people. I don't know names.
He's just much more known internationally, and that's why, yes, behind the scenes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Elena, any message that you have received lately from the Galactic Federation or from Torhan that you can share with the audience? And yeah, anything that will help people to go through those times of uncertainty. You know, there is a lot of uncertainty with, I believe we are always provided. Universe, source, God, divine always provides us. However, we are aware that there might be food shortage, there might be hardship, right, coming. So is there anything that you would like to say to the audience?
Strengthen the bonds of love between humans, because it is together that humans cross through hard times in human history, as a tribe, as a family, as a group. The division agenda is to separate us, to make us, all on our own and weak, vulnerable. When we are a group, we are not vulnerable anymore. We're stronger. So strengthen the bonds of love. Stop the division agenda. Stops at your door, and that's it. And be kind and be nice with other humans, because we need to stick together. So kindness, respect, love, reunion and union between people. And it's very important in these times, before telling something to someone, ask yourself if it is nice and empowering. Otherwise, think twice. We need to stick together. That's a great message at the moment. Stick together. Yeah.
Thank you, Elena. And one more question before we end this chat today. When you feel that you have close relationships with certain people, either it's family or friends, but you still need to maintain your energy level. So I'm asking you about the boundaries. I think this is an important question too. How do you, in your personal life, or how you, especially being on internet as well, and I know this to some extent, you have much higher following, which means there is more energy coming your way with certain demands, expectations, how you create those boundaries for your energy level with people?
I radiate from myself outwards, and I always have a set of protection, and among them there's a bubble of energy, and this white bubble of light is the outside boundary of my being and consciousness on this planet, and nothing comes in without my consent. So I radiate always light to push and strengthen this boundary. The light I harvest from the universal life force, from the universe. And I keep this, I always radiate in towards outside. I do not get emotionally involved with people. That's a big, something very important. If you want to help people, do not feel sorry for them. Give them strength, give them light, give them power. Do not resonate with their sadness. Otherwise, you will not help them. That's how, being myself, I manage to, just being myself, give strength to people. And they can feed off my strength. It's wonderful, but they will not cross through the inner bubble. So that's what I do. Radiate. Do not let anything reach out to you. And the more you radiate, the more you give.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Elena, tell me when people can expect this book about the bubble.
The book about the bubble, yes. Oh, there's so many books I need to write. Oh, I don't know, one day.
One day. But you remember when we talk about the outfits and the fashion, you remember?
Oh, yes, that's on my list. I have a list of at least 20 books I need to write.
Yes, because that one, I think it will sell so quickly. It's very interesting to see how they express themselves through the costumes, through the outfits. And I tell you, every time we talk, I just feel, I'm not doubting the end of this, but I always feel better. But now when I was thinking to end this, another question popped up in my head.
Go on.
Because you are French, even though you don't live in France, what are those shenanigans with this president that rig the election again? What are they doing with this?
The election has been rigged again. Everyone knows it in France. He didn't win. It's like what's happened in the US, same story. But well, I hope it would be exposed, because it has been exposed. People know that. My sister is in France, and she told me, oh, we will not use our voting electronic card to vote. We will need to go in person. On the TV, they were pushing, vote from your home with your electronic card. It's easier. No, because what has happened was that when you would vote with your electronic card, for anyone you vote, all the votes were going to Macron automatically. Yeah.
So this is literally like a copy of United States, the same.
Yeah,
Vote by mail. You remember?
Yeah.
Vote by mail.
Yeah. So, these guys, they're pathetic.
It is absolutely pathetic. And and French people, I mean, but from me observing, when they don't like something, they say it. They go out.
It's happening. Don't worry. The French, they know how to protest.
So I really hope that a lot of things are going to change, and I know they will. It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
But I think we are all kind of sick and tired of this, I will say, bullshit, because this has been going on for so long.
Sick and tired is the good thing, because when you're sick and tired, you start to act and say, now that's enough, that's enough. Frustration is a great fuel. When you're just fed up with something, you just go, now that's enough. I'm going to speak. I'm going to do this. I'm going to raise people, fed up is a good thing. That's healthy. That's good.
Energy is moving, at least. It's not like depression.
No. Fed up is an active energy, like, I'm going to do something. Frustration is a good fire.
So let's use this, let's redirect this, not against ourselves and burning out, but towards the result that we want to actually achieve and the change that we want to see. Because it's really redirecting that energy, right? So Elena, thank you again for joining me. I know it's a little shorter today, but I had very specific questions, and I wanted to connect with you in those times when a lot of people are not sure what the heck is going on. And like you say, we have to stand up, and we have to not comply, and protect our energy as well, and unite. So this is the most important thing, regardless of where we live. But this is interesting, and I think you have the same experience from all around the world, how we connect with people. It's this core of us. It's like on the heart level. It doesn't matter the packaging, the colors, whatever, is the essence of the human.
Yes, that's it, who we are.
So everyone, check out, if you haven't already, Elena's channel. Let's add a few more thousands there. And her books. And and her website, and such a great energy. I love connecting with you, and I'm so grateful to know you and continue talking to you.
Yes, me too. Thank you for everything you're doing, Anya.
Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.